it must have surely felt otherwise. Not forsaken by his God, he would cry out tomorrow, my God, why have you forsaken me?" You see, in Gethsemane, we learn something from Jesus' submission. You ever prayed and didn't get what you wanted? Jesus did too. And he said, "Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Remove this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will." What will happen in the next 24 hours is not a mistake. It's not the world spinning out of control to overwhelm its creator from the beginning of this story, from Jesus' commandeering of the colt and his triumphal procession to his orchestrating of the Lord's Supper. He is in complete control of everything. No one takes his life. He lays it down. It is enough. The hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. And they laid hands on him and seized him. But one of those who stood by drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest and cut off his ear. And Jesus said to them, "Have you come out against a robber with swords and clubs to capture me? Day after day I was with you in the temple, teaching, and you did not seize me. But let the Scriptures be fulfilled."
They bound the hands of Jesus in the garden where he prayed. He led them through the streets in shame. They spat upon the Savior, so pure and free from sin. They said, "Crucify him, he's to blame." Upon his precious head they placed a crown of thorns. They laughed and said, "Behold the King." They struck him and they cursed him and mocked his holy name. All alone he suffered everything. To the howling mob he yielded. He did not for mercy cry. The cross of shame he took alone. And when he cried, "It's finished," he gave himself to die. Salvation's wondrous plan was done. He could have called 10,000 angels to destroy the world and set him free. He could have called 10,000 angels, but he died alone for you and me. I stand amazed in the presence of Jesus the Nazarene, and wonder how he could love me, a sinner condemned unclean. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is is my Savior's love for me. For me it was in the garden. He prayed, not my will but thine. He had no tears for his own grief, but swept drops of blood for mine. In pity angels beheld him, and came from the world of life to comfort him in the sorrows he bore for my soul that night. He took my sin and my sorrows, he made them his very own. He bore the burden to Calvary, and suffered and died alone. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me.
Certainly we learn from Jesus, but he learned from us that night too. Being in the body as he was, he learned to have sympathy for us. And the writer of Hebrews makes this abundantly clear in 3 consecutive chapters and 3 consecutive paragraphs here. Since therefore the children share in flesh and blood, he himself likewise partook of the same things, that through death he might destroy the one who has the power of death, that is, the devil, and deliver all those who through fear of death were subject to lifelong slavery. For surely it is not to angels that he helps, but he helps the offspring of Abraham. Therefore he had to be made like his brothers in every respect, so that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in the service to God, to make propitiation for the sins of the people. For because he himself has suffered when tempted, he is able to help those who are being tempted. And since we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast to our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who in every respect has been tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. And it is surely the scene in the garden the writer of Hebrews has in mind here, when he says, in the days of his flesh, Jesus offered up prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to him who was able to save him from death. And he was heard. You say, wait a minute, he died. Oh, not for long. He was saved from death, resurrected. Although he was a son, he learned obedience through what he suffered. And being made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation to all who obey him. Surely on this night, because of this night, Jesus knows just what you and I need.
My Jesus knows when I am lonely. He knows each pain. He sees each tear. He understands each lonely heartache. He understands because he cares. My Jesus knows just what I need. Oh, yes, he knows just what I need. He satisfies and every need supplies. Yes, he knows just what I need. My Jesus knows when I am burdened. He knows how much my heart can bear. He lifts me up when I am sinking and brings me joy beyond compare. My Jesus knows just what I need. Oh, yes, he knows just what I need. He satisfies and every need supplies. Yes, he knows just what I need. When other friends seem to forget me, when skies are dark, when hope is gone, by faith I feel his arms about me and hear him say, you're not alone. My Jesus knows just what I need. Oh, yes, he knows just what I need. He satisfies and every need supplies. Yes, he knows just what I need.
So what do you need this morning? Do you need a Savior? You have one. One who took the punishment for your sin and mine, and because he did, you and I don't have to. Because he died and lives again, you and I can die and live again. And you may be in this audience this morning and you have never accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior. What are you waiting for? There is no other hope. You come this morning, you join him in death, burial, and resurrection. You get rid of those ways of life that are contrary to his will. Bury them in this watery grave of baptism, as we call it. Be resurrected to life here and in the hereafter. Do you need somebody who knows what you're going through? Well, you have that too, in Jesus of Nazareth. Tempted in every way, suffered in every way, faced betrayal, faced death. There's nothing you've seen that he hasn't been there, done that. Nobody knows the trouble you've seen but Jesus. And if you need that, he can be that. He knows what you need. Do you know what you need? If you do, why don't you make that known while we stand and sing?
We fall down, we lay our crowns at the feet of Jesus. The greatness of mercy and love at the feet of Jesus. And we cry, holy, holy, holy. And we cry, holy, holy, holy. And we cry, holy, holy, holy is the Lamb. We fall down, we lay our crowns at the feet of Jesus. The greatness of mercy and love at the feet of Jesus, and we cry, holy, 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 and we cry, holy, 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 and we cry, holy, holy, holy is the Lamb.
And have a seat. I want to introduce you to a